Another day, more things to be done. So today's very exciting because I just got updates of the guy that was making the road and clearing out the land, the property, or the area where we want to like settle first. It's completely done. He picked up, he cleaned up, and it looks really, really nice. So that's off the list. So I'm heading over to meet up with a person that's going to be building us the tiny home, possibly. So I had someone planned at first, but they seem to be really busy with their schedule, and so I just want to be open with more, I don't know, options. So I'm heading over to meet up with this person who's already had experience with building tiny homes, and so I'm gonna go and show them my vision board. And I did this vision board like in a way to kind of just gather my ideas, and then I made a list of things. That's how I am. Be very specific as to what I want, both Jose and I, what we want in the tiny house, what works with us, what's gonna be helpful to us. For example, just something really quick, the dimensions, the size of the tiny house, yes, it's small, but it's gonna be very spacious, and also it's gonna have high walls or high ceiling, so it doesn't feel crammed and it feels nice and open, if that makes any sense. And then it's gonna have like a huge window, for example, that's gonna let a lot of natural light in, and it's gonna feel, again, open, spacious. There's a lot of little things that I have to discuss. Also, how we have some of the materials already, so they don't need to go and purchase that or add it to the whole contract as to how much money we're gonna spend total. And so it's very exciting. It's a little bit of, I'm a little like nervous because, again, all of this is very new to me, and I don't have Jose to be here with me so we can do it as a team. I'm just letting him know of everything that's going on. So wish me luck, guys. See how this goes. Let's go talk numbers and ideas, I guess. How high are the...
I think it's 10 foot on the front and 8 foot on the back.
Oh, that's not bad at all. And I like how it's slanted like that.
Yeah. It was a little extreme, but I don't know. So he shows them, but that's what we did. We did a solid wall insulation.
Okay.
It helps with noise. It helps with a lot of things.
All right. So I learned a lot, and I went ahead and showed her my vision board. So this lady that I was talking to is the wife of the guy that will potentially build the basic structure of the tiny home. And by basic, I mean like Jose and I would take care of the cosmetic work. He would build everything else, the foundation, put in the electrical, the insulation. They have people that they like working with, so I'm glad I myself don't have to go out of my way and go find someone that works with electricity, someone that does cement, you know what I mean, just go all over the place. They will take care of that, so I love that. I personally really love that. I will do the painting, the flooring, the outside porch, stuff like that. She showed me the one that they have on site, and it's exactly the measurements that I want, and it's so stinking spacious, you guys. It doesn't feel like a tiny home, honestly. As time goes by, we'll be working on the larger project of our home. She even told me that her and her husband went to a tiny home show in Seattle, and she showed me some of those pictures, and it was so amazing to look at the different ideas that people have, the structures, and it's just stinking adorable. It's crazy to me. On to the next project. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. So today I had to come to work an hour early, so I'm just in the parking lot watching the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. I've been keeping up with that live. It's been crazy, as I'm sure all of you know. that's what I'm doing, just killing time until I have to go into work. So afterwards, I will be heading out to the property and discussing some things. That's what's going on.
Many hours later.
Heading over to the property like I had mentioned in the morning, but I had to pick up some lunch because I didn't eat any lunch. Got myself some Mexican food. Oh shit. Oh, so now I'm stuck right behind a bus. Well, this gives me time to eat, I guess.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the back, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up.
I mean, I didn't let you go by, but I ain't a bitch, so.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the back, yeah, I get the bus.
See you there.
At like 29 feet 10 inches, because I got to trim the edges of the grass, and they come in 15-foot wide rolls.
Okay.
And that way I'd have one seam.
Okay.
That would be from about there to here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's perfect. I think that's plenty, because the rest I want like a cement borderline, just to keep it nice and clean. And then we'll probably either put little gravel or what is it, the wood chips, just to kind of
the bark. Whatever,
yeah, bark.
I would say we're looking at about a 30 by 45 area. Give it an inch when we do that. That way, you know, if curb happens before, or if you're going to do the curb afterwards, that's fine too, because then it's already set. This is actually the most popular one on this side of the mountains. But then coming up the driveway, you'd see the shiny.
Okay, I see.
So if I do it this way, which means do 15-foot strips this way, and that would be the same 90 feet, so either way. So then that way, that's what you'd see from the house, and that's what you'd see from the driveway.
So from the house, I'd see this right here. Oh, that's not bad at all.
It's sand infill in it, and there is that's the backing, which is actually plastic, but we use Velcro and then spikes. The holes are required. It's a thing, but this one will actually drain throughout though.
Nice.
And
yeah, it works for like the pup one.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, I have sold this, but this is because it's so much brighter. It's more like over on the coast where it's a lot wetter.
Right.
But those two are the same. They're 2 1/4 or 2 3/8 inches high.
Okay.
And then this one here is a shorter. It's like 1 3/4 inches. But it's the same as this. Just shorter.
Shorter.
Yeah. And this one is the same as that, just shorter. And then I've got canine grasses.
So those are specifically for pets?
These are specifically for dogs.
Okay.
But they work for
play areas.
I've had people put them in their yards.
Okay.
You know, this is a new one. This is our puppy play. And it actually has more of a grass look to it than what this does.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
looks like
I had a gal from Florida. She didn't like none of that, but she saw that one. That's it. That's what I want, doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
So, you know.
Well, I really like that one, the first one you showed me, because I like the yellow in it too, where it looks a little...
the thatch.
Yeah, so it looks more realistic to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure this one would be the one. Okay, just hear me out. Tiny house. Deck. Maybe fire pit area over there. There, to that corner, to that stick, to this stick, all synthetic grass. You got that? So that's the plan. That's the yard. So, the driveway, the reason why I didn't drive the car all the way up here, I'm sure it's safe, but I think there's a lot of these types of rocks. And I mean, there's nothing he could really do about it. It's just the terrain, that's how it is. But it's just this area that's covered in rocks. It kind of ends right there, and all that is dirt, which is perfect. But while we're living here, that's okay. We can park down there. It doesn't matter. I think what I want to do is pick up all of these rocks and it be the borderline of pathways, if that makes sense. And it's going to be fenced around those trees all the way up here, all the property that we have here. The parking spot area, there's going to be a door or a gate door, and I want to start a pathway all the way to the tiny house. And so I'm going to put some of those rocks over there to create the border of each side, and then put like gravel. Despite how tired some days I may feel, I try that on my days off, besides running errands and everything, try to take the kids out when I can. Because for the time being, pretty much they just have me. Sometimes things can get overwhelming. I sometimes feel like I have a lot to carry on my shoulders. And I literally feel like we have limited time. I just want to say life isn't easy. We all know it, of course. But sometimes just take a deep breath, take it step by step, and everything will fall into place. Enjoy the time being, enjoy those little moments. And until next time, let's see what life brings.